Hello, my people. Let me get this thing correct before I get to hollering and screaming, talking about all the particulars involved in boxing. Let me get the camera right. Hello, my people. Jack Daniels, coach, as usual. Jack Daniels with the Boxers Trainers Channel. Back at y'all with another one on a beautiful, all-inspiring, God thankful day. I salute the live chat because this is a live chat. This is boxing as usual. Again, Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxing Trainers Channel. I really enjoyed y'all yesterday. You know what I mean? And I always enjoy having a conversation with the people, right? I've always been a people's person. You know what I mean? It is my ambition in life to one day be in a position where I can actually do something significant um, for the people, right? For the people, right? It's like everything in my life today, in all the transitional um, uh, backs and forth, as we, as you would say, in life, right? I am blessed to be one of the people that want to be in a position where I can do something historical for the people. It's called giving back. A lot of people that have succeeded in life um, don't have the same mindset as I do in regards to giving back, right? There's a lot of athletes, to say the least, right, that are in a position to change the dynamics um, of how life is for us as a people, but don't have it any hard to do that, right? If those that are in financial a financial position, should I say, to reach out and help others, right? The world will be a better place to live in because there's just astronomical numbers to support the fact that those in the position of wealth, if they um, gave back as a whole, meaning those that are in wealth get together and collaborate a way to make things better for the people, the world will be a better place to live in. Now, let's get to some boxing. Look, it was brought to my attention that Jorge Linares had some disdainful words to say about Devin Haney. Jorge Linares is 38 years of age. He's 5'8" with a 69-inch arm. He's a right-handed. He has 47 wins, 29 by knockout. He has 9 losses to his credit. He's been stopped 6 times. Salute to Bud. Bud Boxing, my man. He has 0 stops. Now, excuse me, not Bud. I got Bud on my brain. Now, Jorge Linares he was in an interview and made the interviewer asked Jorge Linares, why doesn't people like Devin Haney? Right. And it was an easy question for most people. I mean, whether it's going to be pro or whether it will be con, and the response is the question that is on the table, right? Jorge Linares said Devin Haney is a boring boxer. That's interesting. I say that because I was in I want to say I was in the mindset that most people saw Devin Haney as being a pretty entertaining boxer, right? Boxer, not fighter, boxer, right? And I say that because most of the fights that I viewed Devin Haney, he has been entertaining to me as a boxer, not a fighter, right? I broke that down before, the two elements associated with boxing versus a fighter, right? And in my opinion, Devin Haney is a boxer. Jorge Linares is actually a boxer. He has occasions in his career to be um, a person that uses brute force to try to win over his opponent. But in all actuality, he's a boxer, right? Makes sense? Okay. Now, that said, the question at this juncture becomes, why do people hate him? Why do people dislike Devin Haney? I mean, this is particularly for the chat, right? And for those in the comment section as well. But I mean, this subject is not predicated on the fact that I have had relations with the Haneys, but the fact of the matter is that it's a good topic to discuss in regards to how people react to other people, especially those in a position of success. I would say, like it has been a known fact that in the history of human nature, as it pertains to especially Black people, right, they have a tendency to be disdainful and dislikeful toward one another based on the fact that one person might have more than the other, right? And in this case, I don't want to really go off into the politics involved in that, but I don't know if I have a way around it. But let me touch on Devin Haney. Devin Haney is 25 years of age. He's 5'9" with a 70-inch arm reach. He's a right-hander. He has 31 wins, 15 by way of knockouts. He's never been stopped. He's never lost, and he has no draws, right? He was futurely the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, first in the Fort Bell era, mind you. At present, he is the WBC junior welterweight champion of the world. Now, in my humble opinion, Devin Haney has acted in the capacity of a champion to me, right? Now, if those that think otherwise feel otherwise, bring it to the table, right? But bring it to the table. So, because I want to kind of touch on the politics involved and why certain people feel the way they do about those that might have a little success under their belt. This has historically been the way that Black people have interacted with one another, toward each other, right? And I think that it's safe to say that that's a trained behavior that was, I want to say, impressed upon us by white society. Because everything, if you want to look at this realistically, everything in this godly world that we know as a people, we were taught by white society. That's a fact. That's not being naive. That's not being that the statement is not being racially inspired. The fact of the matter is that's true, right? So that being said, if we like this type of behavior in ourselves, right? Fine. But me, as an individual, I think it's absurd, right? I think that it is absurd in the sense that it takes away from all the good qualities that we have in ourselves that we never get a chance to visit because there is too much nonsense that we maintain on the table, right? That we use towards one another, right? But now, don't want to get too far off the subject, right? Don't want to get too far off the beaten path. Okay. Bud says boxing. Okay, my problem with Haney right now, he came in the ring at 165 against Regis. Why are we supporting Haney fighting 135ers? Matias is 140 champ. Why isn't Haney fighting instead of Right. Okay, that's a good question, bud. That's a good question, and I'm gonna see if I can break that down for you. Right now, uh, the 165-pound issue is a issue that, in my humble opinion, right, should have never been a part of how boxers uh, can can rehydrate back up to 165 pounds and go back in the ring and fight somebody at 135 pounds. That should not even be a part, no, excuse me, that should not be a part of boxing, but it is, right? And to think that a boxer, Devin Haney or anybody else that's going to be critiqued as a result of using those uh, um, weapons to the, because that's what it is. It's a weapon to their advantage, right? It's something that we need to talk about, right? Now, I've constantly said that I wholeheartedly think that boxing needs to be regulated. So things like this won't be issued, won't be brought to the table. You know what I mean? But the only way that that's going to transpire is that we get sick and tired of seeing these type of this type of disadvantage taken upon the opposition in terms of the two fighters, the opposing opposition in regard to the two fighters, right? 165 pounds versus 135 is outrageous. It's outrageous. The fighters should go in the ring with with on equal planes, on equal playing fields, right? 135, 135 within that variance. 135, what is it? 130, 31 to 130, 131. I think the 135 is lightweight. 131 to 135, I believe it's lightweight. But anyway, within that circle, right? Anything beyond that is outrageous. I mean, it's not really considered as fair play. So I say, what are we gonna do about it? You can't jab at Devin Haney for using what he has to his advantage, right? That wouldn't be fair. So what do we do about it if we don't like it, right? Protest. Do something. Just we're not going to sit back and continuously poke fingers at people because we don't like them, right? Point the finger where it should be pointed at, and that would be the sanctioned body. The WBC obviously sanctioned that. I don't know the particulars involved in that scenario, but I will take the time out and familiarize myself with the aspects of the rehydration clause or the I'm not sure if I but what is the name of that clause that they use, the rehydration clause? Yeah, I believe it's the rehydration clause. But anyway, that's a good point Bud made. But again, I think that we need to take this to the proper source and get that that rule abolished. I think we should get that rule abolished. You know what I mean? I think anything that is a disservice to boxing, we need to have legislation. That's the problem. There's no laws that govern boxing, and that seems awfully peculiar to me because in the United States of America, everything is governed by laws. Why isn't boxing governed by law? One of the most tactical skills for sports in sports is boxing. So there's a lot of money goes into boxing. Just like it is in a lot that goes into all sports, but boxing has no regulations. I mean, there is the Muhammad Ali Act, and I'm not really familiar with that. I haven't totally versed myself with Muhammad Ali, but I will because this is a good subject and it needs to Okay. I think it's unfair to Tank that everyone want him to go to 140 to give Haney all the advantages. But now, all I say, Haney can move up one weight class and fight Boots. Can fight Boots. Boots becomes too big. But 165, boxing too big for Tank. But 165 is too big for Tank. Okay, I agree. I agree. I agree, but I think that this falls in the same category as uh, the dehydration clause, right? I'm quite sure that both comments fall in the same category as the weight clause, right? And in my opinion, again, I think that it's unfair. It's an unfair advantage over the opponent or the smaller fighter, that because weight makes a look. Let me say this in all fairness. Tyson Fury is almost 300 pounds when at weight time. Now he's got down. I think they said 175, but that's still a lot of weight to carry, and that's still a lot of weight to lean upon against somebody and not to feel the impact of the weight. Right. That's one of Tyson Fury's biggest attributes in the ring, is to wear you down with his weight. Right. So the weight factor involved in boxing is a critical issue, and there should be no disadvantage. And that goes for Tyson Fury as well when it comes to weight. Right. There is no limitation when it comes to heavyweight. They can be any size that they want to and be considered as heavyweights. Right. So, I mean, I'm going to be fair with the heavyweight division and exclude the heavyweight division from this weight clause inclination. Right. Because it'd be unfair, because that rule is already set in stone, right? But I'm speaking this weight clause that allows a person to rehydrate back 10 or 15 pounds, because he can take that 15 pounds and go into the ring and wear his opponent down, weighing him down. Facts. Those are facts. So we need to reconsider, in my opinion, the powers that be need to reconsider, and I think that I need to find a way to get everybody involved so they can get behind me, so we can start petitioning the government to do their job. Now, I would like some comments on that in regards to what the people think about that idea, because again, this ain't just about this podcast. This is about the people. It's about our people. It's about us coming together and doing things that are correct, that are incorrect, and make them correct. That is a world proposition in everything that we assert ourselves in life, right? If you don't like it, do something about it. But you can't do it, or I can't do it. We have to come together and do it. Anything that we dislike, we need to bring it to the attention of the government. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, no. We have to come in masses, in groves. We have to let the people. The powers that be, know that we ain't kidding. Okay. So that being said, in my opinion, the rules need to be changed. But I'm going to close with this. I think, despite the negativity associated with the weight clause and the reasons for the dislike of Devin Haney, I think that Devin Haney is a good kid. I think he's a mild-mannered kid, and he has all the attributes of being trained and taught well, which makes for my people a good champion. With that said, hit the like, share the comments. No, hit the like, share my videos, and hit the subscription button. Keep hitting the damn subscription button. With that said, drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about today's show. And with that, but congrats to you for being a loyalist. I salute y'all. And on that, I'm gone.